Hello students, this is Mrs. Craig. Today we are going to log into your Home Access Center and enter course requests. This video is for rising sophomores. So if you're a current ninth grader, you're looking at the courses you're going to take your sophomore year. So log in to your Home Access Center if you are not already. And also, there are two other items that you'll need. So go ahead and bring up your Naviance planner as well in a tab that you worked on for the last 2 days. And then either the digital copy of your graduation check or just the paper copy that you've worked on. So you need your Naviance course planner, your graduation check, and then you need to be logged into your HAC account. I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes to get all of those pulled up on your screen. So I have permission from this student to use his account, and these are not the courses that he has chosen. These are just what I'm using for this video purpose. Okay, so when you are logged into your HAC account, you'll see the 3 tabs at the top. You'll click on Requests right here. So when you click on Requests, your page should look like this. You will have recommendations. Your teachers have made recommendations for you in your core classes and some of your electives. So you should see courses that say teacher recommendation out beside of them. You may have more than others, you may have less than other students. So we are going to start working through the teacher recommendations first, and then add the rest of the courses that we need to add. Remember that this was the purpose of walking through this Naviance course planner, is to plan your next year courses. So if you're a ninth grade student currently, you looked at the courses that you wanted to take as a sophomore and you added them here. Now I know there were some courses missing and you might not have found maybe everything you wanted, but hopefully everything will be in the course requests section in HAC. Just like yesterday, if there's something that's missing or you have a question, go ahead and fill out that Google Doc and we will answer that for you. We will keep HAC open for probably the rest of this week. We will give you a firm date, so you do not have to have it finalized today, but go ahead and get as much as you can done this afternoon while working with your advisor and then talking with your teachers, and then you will make that final CAP conference meeting to finalize everything. So going back to course requests. So this student has 2 recommendations for agriculture. So to look at those, you're going to click Edit. The departments are here. To work in those departments, you click Edit. All the courses that you're allowed to take within your grade level are located here. So the X's tell you that you have an incomplete prerequisite. So that means this student is able to take all of these courses because he has had the prerequisite of Survey of Ag, but he is not able to take Leadership and Communication yet. So this student has been recommended for these 2 courses. This student only wants to stay in animal science. So we're going to keep that as a request, and we are going to uncheck the one that we do not want. And then we're going to click Save. We will talk about alternates in a minute. Right now, we are just choosing the 8 hours, the 8 credits that we want to fill our day. And then we will talk about alternates. Okay, so you notice that it deleted the course that I did not want. And it says I have 1 credit chosen. To the next class, Civil engineering and architecture. I want to leave that class, so I'm just going to keep it where it is. If you want to look to see what other courses are available, click on the edit, like we said, and it tells me that now, this is one glitch with the prerequisites. This student is currently in the 9th grade Intro to Pre-Engineering course. That's the prerequisite for civil engineering. He's still in that course, so it's not recognizing that he's finished it yet. So this is something that just be alerted when you see the X's and make sure that if you are in the course that's the prerequisite, that's okay. So you can go ahead and check it. But principles of engineering, he would not be ready for yet. So when you're ready, if that's the only course that you're going to select, then click Save. And I'm going to go to my next course that's recommended, and it's geometry. I'm going to click on Edit. So this year the student is in Algebra 1, and you can notice that there's an X beside geometry, and that's only because he has not completed Algebra 1 yet. He's not going to take Algebra 2 yet or any of these courses, so they are X'd out. He does not have the prerequisite. He's currently in Algebra 1, so geometry is the next step. We don't do anything to make it, when it does say make course an alternate, and that looks confusing, but these are the things that we choose on to make them an alternate, so we're not going to worry about that right now. This is the default setting, so don't worry about that. Save. And then biology is our next recommended course. I'm going to click on Edit and make sure the student is currently in physical science. And so biology is the next recommended course. Remembering that you can use the CAT book, the timelines to help refresh your memory about what courses you need to take. Also using your course planner and using your credit check. So the student's in biology. And that's the course he wants to take, so we're going to click Save. So we have worked through all of the recommended courses. Now, we need to go through and add the courses that we need to add. So this student did not have a recommendation for his English class, so we need to go to English Language Arts, click Edit. This student will be a sophomore next year, so he needs English 2 or Humanities. Humanities is the course, and you can read about that in the CAT book. Most students will have a recommendation if your 9th grade English teacher recommended you for Humanities. So this student is not completed with English 1 yet, so that's why there is still the prerequisites not made yet, but that is okay. This student just wants to take English 2, does not want to take the pre-AP course. So he is going to check English 2. Now journalism is here. And that's not an option to replace English 1. So you may see some things that maybe don't look quite right. And so I'll go back after I see this, and I'll go back and make sure that those are added to the elective side of things. So just like anything else, working through this, we always have some little hiccups and mistakes here and there. So just alert us if you see anything, and we will try to get it fixed. So save. And it's added there. So you can total up your courses down here at the bottom 5. You need to have 8 courses. You need to have 8 hours of courses chosen. And then we will go and add 3 more alternates. So you need to make sure that you have, so you can go back and look at, so we have chosen English 2 for our English. We chose geometry. This is not following the student's plan, but we chose our math, we chose our biology, and now we need to choose our social studies. So this student did not have a recommendation for social studies, so I'm going to choose Edit, And for sophomore year, if you notice so all of these are available as social studies classes, but the social studies he needs to take next is world history. He's, yeah, sorry. So we're going to choose world history. If you are a humanities student, you're going to make that choice in your English. It's that HUM 10, the HUM 10 course. It says humanities. And that is going to give you 2.5 credits, and you'll notice that if you selected it. So that is why AP World History is not located here, because it's not a separate course. So if you're taking humanities, you need to choose that in your language arts English section, and then you won't have a social studies selected here unless you want to take one of these electives. Okay, so now I have 6.5 credits. Now, the reason I have a half of a credit added is because oral communication is added in with the second semester of world history. So that's where you get that credit that you need, the oral history credit right here. Okay. So this half of a credit isn't counted as a separate course. So you can kind of think of it as you have 6 courses. So he needs 2 more courses. So this student wants to play basketball. So he's going to go up to health and physical education, and he will be a sophomore. So he's going to choose the weights basketball and the team sport basketball. So there'll be 2. If you're playing football in 10th through 11th grade, you're going to choose both of those because you take football and basketball for 2 hours a day. If you're in girls volleyball and girls basketball, you'll see those separate. So you should see those there where you wouldn't see the boys. If you needed to take a health class or you still needed that PE elective, that's where you would choose that here. Save. And if you notice, it says 8.5 credits. So that's exactly what we need because we've got that extra world comp. And so you can look at it again to see if these are the courses that you want. You can go to schedule. This is your current schedule. And then these are the courses that you've requested. Notice this is next year. Now, this is not your actual schedule for next year. These are the courses that you're telling your counselors and that we will be telling the computer system. These are the courses that you want when we build your schedule. So I have English, I have a biology, I have a math, and then I have my social studies, and then I have my electives. And that makes 8 courses. Now, I need to choose some alternates. So I'm going to go back to requests. So the student will get into basketball. We don't ever need to worry about basketball filling up necessarily. There are tryouts, and coaches need to approve who is in basketball or the other sports. So I don't need to worry about an alternate for that. But animal science and civil engineering, it's possible that I might need alternates for that. So if you want to choose what your alternates are, you need to go ahead and do that. So animal science, so you can go to any of the electives that you want and click on edit. So this student just wants to go back to agriculture and make some alternates. So if I cannot get into animal science, I want to take plant science. So I'm going to choose plant science and I'm going to say, make this an alternate to any course. And so, sorry. Or if I know that I definitely want to make this an alternate to my animal science, I can do that. So that means if I don't get into animal science, I will get plant science. So you can make it very specific, or you can just make it very general. So any of the electives I don't get into, I'll take this course. The schedule works better if you do it like this. If you do say specifically, if I don't get into plant science, if I don't get into animal science, I want plant science. That does make the schedule work better. And then save. And then you will notice that here it's telling you that this course right here with the little arrow is an alternate course, an alternate request. And then so for my engineering architecture class, I want to make an alternate for that. And so I'm going to choose robotics as my alternate. I need to check it and make it an alternate to this course. So if I do not get into civil engineering, I want robotics to be my alternate. And then, so maybe you can always do another one. If I just cannot get into civil engineering or robotics, then I want to take computer science. One and two. And so I'll make that the alternate for civil engineering also. And then save. So this student's given me, at least 3 alternates to his original courses. So the system is saying, okay, this is the first course we want. And then it's telling your counselor, this is the first course this student wants. And then these are the next courses that they want, if their schedule will not allow for civil engineering or it's full. So to go back and double check your schedule, what courses that you've requested, you can look on schedule and it will tell you a little more clearly right here, and then you can see which courses you have for your alternate. Once again, making sure you have an English, a science, a math, and your social studies for sophomores. You need all of those classes. You need an English, you need a science, you need a math, and you need your world history, social studies. And that will either be through humanities or through world history. And then you need electives to total 8 credits. And then you need at least 3 alternates. And then you can always go back and double check your graduation checklist, check your course plan manager, and then you can go back in once you have this done, go back in and look at the CAP book and see if there's maybe something that you missed that you might be interested in or that will fit in your schedule. And if you have any questions, fill out that Google form, ask your advisor, and we will all be definitely willing to help you. Very last, but most important, I need you to click on the No Department because I need you to select your advisor. So who your advisor is right now, you need to select them as your advisor for next year. So if your advisor is Ms. Pierce, you'll select Request. And then we're not going to worry about that. And then you're going to click Save. and then they are added as your advisor. A lot of these you'll see that there's nothing there. I can't get rid of them. I can't hide them. Like that has nothing there. Some of them have things. I think this one doesn't have anything either. So it's pretty user friendly once you get in there. You may remember from doing this from last year. So like I said, if you get in there and you find something that's missing, please just let us know. We'll get it added or get it fixed. And then we'll try to leave this open for the remainder of the week, and you can go in and make your changes, and then we will close it down, and then you'll prepare for your CAP meetings with your teacher, and then we'll be all registered for next year. Thank you and have a good day.